Hello students, welcome to this class. In today's lesson I will be talking to you about how to choose the correct pronoun when having collective nouns as antecedents. As you may already know, collective nouns are sets of people, animals, objects, concepts, or ideas as a particular unit. Collective nouns are considered to be singular when they do work as a particular unit, when all of the elements work as one. And they are considered to be plural when the elements of the collective noun work separately. As you can see, I have 4 examples here written on the board, and I will be explaining to you one at a time. The first one says, the choir had its people singing in the mall. Sing in the mall, I'm sorry. So the choir would be the collective noun because it is a group or a set of people, a set of singers. So in this case, it is working as a unit. The choir had its people. That is why we chose this particular pronoun, singular pronoun, to make sense. The choir had its people sing in the mall. If we said the choir had their people, it would be incorrect because only if we said the singers in the choir had their people, it would be different, or the directors of the choir, all right? But in this case, it is acting as a particular unit. The next one says, joining the U.S. Army has its benefits. Joining the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army would be the collective noun. We are talking about a group of people working as a particular unit. The U.S. Army, joining the U.S. Army has its benefits. Therefore, we must use a singular pronoun. The next one says, a gang of thieves hid their car in an alley. A gang of thieves. In this case, a gang would be the collective noun. But we are breaking up the elements of thieves, so it is plural. A gang of thieves hid their car in an alley. And that is why we are using this pronoun, this plural pronoun, because we broke this up. The elements are working separately. Thieves. A gang would be working as a particular unit. If I took this away, a gang, and not of thieves, just a gang, I would say hid its car in an alley. But in this case, we are talking about each element separately. All right, the next one says, a swarm of bees is making their hive. A swarm of bees is making their hive. As you can see, I am using a plural pronoun. Why? Because the swarm would be a collective noun acting as a particular unit, but we are also breaking it up into their elements, into its elements. A swarm of bees is making, sorry, this is supposed to be an S, is making their hive. That is why I used the plural pronoun, because we broke up the elements of the collective noun. So in this case, it makes it a plural collective noun. In this case also, this is a singular collective noun, and this one too. Next, I will give you some more examples and practice so that you can master this topic. Now you are going to help me figure out which pronoun is appropriate for each of one of these sentences. The first one says, the stack of wood has blank rope tied. You could say has a rope tied, but we want to use a pronoun. So we want a possessive pronoun. So the stack of wood has their rope tied. No, right? It's. Why? Because we are using a singular collective noun. It's rope tied. As you can see, it doesn't say the stacks of wood. It says the stack of wood. All right? And the last one says the pack of wolves. This one is kind of tricky. The pack of wolves is in blank cave. The pack of wolves. Is it a plural or a singular collective noun? It is a plural collective noun. The pack is singular. That's why we are using is. But wolves is telling you that each element of the collective noun is acting separately. So we are going to use a plural pronoun. The pack of wolves is in their cave. All right? So this is the way you choose the correct pronoun when you have collective nouns as antecedents. All right? Next, I will leave you some homework. Remember that you must do it because you need to practice as much as you can so you can be able to master this and all the topics in English grammar. For homework, you are going to write 4 sentences using collective nouns with their corresponding pronouns. Remember to do your homework in the comment section below this video. And if you have a workbook, do it there also. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was of help, and I will see you next time. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right. Talking to you about how to choose the correct pronoun when you use each and every as antecedent.